Let's welcome him in. Ryan Agnew, as long as Christian Chapman is out, this is the quarterback here for San Diego State. Good opportunity for him. Was able to be at the helm and help his team to a comeback victory in the second half last weekend. So really glad to have you on. Ryan, thanks so much. What's going through your mind, your emotions as this whole thing has taken place over the last handful of days?
It's been a whirl. It's been a crazy set of emotions right now, but all I can do is take it in, day by day, and just, be around my teammates as much as possible. They're helping me through this process, giving me the confidence I need, and, I really can't ask for much other than that.
Ryan, you weren't lacking any confidence from what I could see from the booth on Saturday night against Sac State. That was impressive. You walked in there composed. You got the job done. Second half, especially with a little time to digest what just happened, you went out there, took the field, and the team rallied around you, but I thought you played great. Talk to me about your preparation. How do you get to that point where you can fill in and have success?
Yeah, it's a tough situation going as a backup quarterback because you don't know when your number is going to be called. You don't know if it's going to be up by 50 or in a situation like that was last week. And all you can do is prepare mentally as best as you can. And when the time comes, you can't think twice because as soon as you, think about all the outside surrounding things that you can't control, then you're at a loss at that point. All you got to do is, look at the other 10 guys in the huddle, try and exude some confidence and really just, try and rally the team back together and, get focused on the main task at hand.
Ryan, I know you guys are staying in the moment. It's very early in the season. You're going to try to keep this season afloat for sure. But have you taken a moment to think about what this experience and opportunity might mean for you or how it might help you next year?
Yeah, this experience, I can't really ask for anything better than, play football in the great state of California, being able to play a Division I football program, and then playing at a great program like San Diego State. You really can't ask for much else. And really just try and take in that experience. Like I said, you got to take it day by day and just, enjoy the moment and try and get as much as you can from each second that passes.
I noticed last season, Micah Holder, Christian Chapman, oftentimes when Chapman needed yardage for the first down, he went to his roommate. Yeah, there's chemistry there. There's trust there, and that builds over time. Micah's moved on. He's searching for that next target. But I noticed something when I saw you filling in. Ethan Dato was one of your favorite targets. You guys prepare the defense week in, week out on the scout team. Has that chemistry been developed between you and Ethan?
Yeah, chemistry like that, isn't developed over, fall camp. That chemistry has been developing, ever since, I walked on campus. And, he walked on campus, just same as long with all the other receivers. We have summer strength and conditioning, and, that's where kind of the relationship starts. That's where the timing gets down is, not when there's 40, 50,000 people in the stands, but when there's no one watching at, 6, 7 a.m. after a run. That's where we kind of, build that chemistry. So when the bright lights do come on, we can perform, just like we've always been doing.
Ryan Agnew, the Aztecs quarterback, with us on the Mark and Rich Show. Ryan, I'm sure there are a handful of people, especially because this was not a huge TV game last week, that still haven't seen you play. So if somebody came up to you and asked you to describe your game as a quarterback, how do you answer?
Doing what the coach is asking me, doing what needs to be done to win the game. If coach asks me to hand the ball off to Juwan Washington and run behind one of the best offensive lines in the country, then that's what I'm going to do. But if the play calls, to read the defense, then, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and give my receivers the best chance to make a play and, all that stuff in between. So the best way I can describe my game is just doing whatever it takes to win the game and earn the trust of my teammates.
I know just hearing the way you speak about football and the way it sounds you prepare, you're going to have criticism for yourself after every performance, and this is the most you've played in a game for the Aztecs. What do you want to work on this week?
The main thing I need to work on probably first and foremost was, you can't turn it over, when I did, the second time near the red zone. That can't happen, especially coming into a game like Arizona State, very great football team. They're going to be, very powerful, and so every possession is going to matter. So the thing I think I need to work on the most is just, valuing every single possession because in games like this, you need every single possession.
Ryan, will you take us back to the moment of Christian's injury and what that felt like for you on the sideline? What happened? Who was the first person to come talk to you? Take us through those moments.
Yeah, unfortunately, I saw Christian go down and didn't look good. It was very uneasy to see. But you can't really focus on that for too much longer because at that moment everyone was looking at me. So I went and grabbed my helmet, started warming up, went over to talk to Keith because he was the center at the moment, got some snaps in, started talking to the coaches, see what they liked. They asked what I liked. We had that conversation and just looked at each one of my guys and, try to give them a little reassurance that, it's all good. And they gave me the same reassurance. And, from there we just kept playing.
I feel like every quarterback has somebody who they look to as an example or somebody that they'd like to model their game after. I know Chapman often cites Drew Brees as one of those players for him. Is there a quarterback that you look to and say, yeah, that looks right? I think I could, at least to a certain degree, mimic what he does.
Yeah, there's many quarterbacks that I look up to, and, all the guys in the NFL, obviously. Growing up, you look at college quarterbacks. All of them do pretty crazy things that you never could imagine at the moment. And so a guy that I kind of look up to and just kind of go have some odd moments is, Aaron Rodgers. The game that he pulled out against the Chicago Bears the other night, it was just kind of crazy because you're like, dang, he went out injured and he came back and he did whatever it took to win the game. That's the way I kind of like, how Aaron Rodgers plays. He does whatever it takes to win the game no matter the situation.
Ryan, I'm not sure if you're aware of this. This show likes to ask San Diego athletes about food, and I know you're from Texas originally, and
yeah.
Very controversial moment in the history of San Diego sports. In that Will Myers once talked about the Mexican food in North Carolina, where he's from, being better than it is here in San Diego. That, as we all know, is ridiculous. However, you're from Texas. So what I would like to do, because this is a little bit more of a fair fight, like rate the Mexican food in Texas versus San Diego. Your thoughts, please.
I'm going to be honest. The Mexican food is completely different from San Diego to Texas. Texas is more of like the Tex-Mex feel, less spicy, more kind of, more American than most Mexican food. But when you come to San Diego, you get true Mexican food. I love it. I love going to a lot of these places, Trujillo's, Ponchos, and other places around town. So I can't really compare the two. I love them both, and glad I got to experience both.
Yeah, no, that's an answer right
listen,
there. That is a quarterback-ready, restaurant-quality answer right there.
Tell you, if you like burgers, I got one for you. We'll bring you up to the hamburger factory. Take care of you. Ryan Agnew joining us. My dad always used to tell me during my college and pro career, pick up the pebbles. Just realize the moments you're in at the time and respect it and try to remember as much of it as you possibly can, because you get lost. The cause is bigger than you, right? You're trying to win a game. How did you celebrate that win against Sacramento State?
Celebrating that win, the first thing I try to do is, celebrate with my teammates, because without those guys, the win's not going to happen. I was one player of over 100 guys on this roster, so the most important guy on the team is the guy next to you. It's not yourself. And so we try and focus on that as much as possible. And, if someone has a great game, you wouldn't have that great game if it wasn't for the guys around you. And after the game, you just celebrate with your teammates. And then, my dad was there. It was really awesome for him to be out there for this game. And, just went and had a nice, quiet dinner with him, got to talk about it, how excited I was, how awesome it was to be out there and just, soak up all the moment. Called my mom at home, talked with her. She was having a blast at home, even though she was sad she couldn't be there, but just, enjoying with the people that, matter most to you, and that's, friends and family.
And just for clarity, when I said that I'm going to bring you the hamburger factory, per NCAA rules and codes, you're going to pay for your meal. Okay,
I will be paying exactly what is going to be paid.
Yeah, what is that thing? $9 or so? What is that?
Great special, $13.99 all month. The Ord Burger. Yes, it's Ryan, Burger of the month. Sure.
Ryan, stay away from Rich's offers and stay away from Herm Edwards too. That guy's got voodoo. He might have you wearing the wrong uniform. Stay away from him on the field this weekend, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Good stuff. Hey, Ryan, good luck, bud.
All right. Thank you so much.
There he goes. Ryan Agnew, the starting quarterback, at least while eligible for San Diego State until Rich gets a hold of him and starts taking him out for extra benefits.
That's right. That's right. Plying him with goods and wares, of course. Oh, boy. I'll tell you.
Unbelievable, you.